About hey guys, quick video here. We're gonna be talking about some changes or some parts of the build that I'm building for a explosive spear. First thing is I'm using this unique mana flask. I can't pronounce that, but this spirit's mana flask. It gives you 64 mana every 2 seconds. Now with this, if we go over here and look, so 64 every 2 seconds should be 32 mana every second, right? But if we go here and we mana recovery per second from flasks, I got it up to 127, right? Now if you look, you see that my flasks are a different color than normal. And if you've never used this ascendancy, because it's not that common, right here, then we make this flask also grant us life regen every second. So we're gaining 94 a second. For some reason it doesn't like transfer at all. I don't know why. I think there's a bug somewhere. But yeah, also with that, with the flask, you can take all of these nodes, because your flasks are always active. Where are they at? I might not even have them. You can also take this one. I also take this one because it's plus 8% attack speed and extra mana. With that, we basically have infinite mana, by the way. Like, our mana, like, never goes down. Now, how do we use that to our advantage? We're gonna be getting these nodes, like Chakra of Thought. 8% of damage is taken from mana before life. Now, we combine that with another one that's over here, 10%. Now we have 18. Now we get 20% on the chest piece. Now, suddenly, we take 38% less damage, and our mana still never goes down because our mana is just insta-regenning to full. So we're basically just taking 38% reduced damage from like all sources. And if I was richer, I'd be able to get that up to 46, because they're, instead of oh, I have an empty jewel socket. I removed one. That's right. I corrupted it and it broke, and it okay, well, but right now, instead of getting Wild Surge Incantation, I would be getting Resonance. I know the name of it because I've looked it up multiple times and it's still expensive. But if we get this, then we can take these nodes too. Not these, but 4, 8. We can get another 8%. So that would bring us up to like 40 something percent reduced damage taken, by the way. Because our mana basically never runs out. Unless we get like completely one shot, which is very hard to do because the build is also, if you look at our weapon, prevent plus 5% damage from hits or deflection hits. And when we're in combat, we have a bunch of surrounded bonuses that increases our evasion and our deflection. So we get all of these. Sorry about world chat. Let me actually close that. Yeah, we get a bunch of just extra damage because we're always surrounded because of our helmet. If you've never seen this helmet, then it requires less people to be considered surrounded. So all of your surrounded effects proc, for me, off of one enemy. If there's one enemy around me, I'm considered surrounded. But if this was -5, because you can get that from a corrupted version, then you're just always gonna have the effect. So right now, I have to play melee, kinda. I have to always like be near somebody. But if I have a corrupted version that's 5, then I will not have to be melee. But I don't mind being melee because I'm really tanky. We have regen. We have attack speed. We just basically get it all. We get a lot of armor and evasion rating here, and right here. So our evasion rating spikes in combat, So we have about a 78 to 80% evasion chance. It's pretty nice. And that reduces 54% of damage. Now, we're also capped on res except for chaos. So if the hit is elemental, it will also be reduced by our elemental res. So we have a bunch of like defensive layers. We also have just a random 20% chance to block, which is another defensive layer. Yeah. I haven't even done my 4th ascendancy yet. I've been farming. I've been trying to get money to build the build, because the items are very, very expensive, because lightning shot uses all these items as well, because it's an Amazon and it's elemental as well. It's the other elemental. But yeah. So when we go on to the next level, we have multiple things that we could do. Right now, since I'm using a dual chest piece with evasion and energy shield, I'm taking Stalking Panther, because that doubles all of these, but it halves the evasion rating here, so it comes out to be worth it. What we could do, we could go to let me go to the stash here. I have this item ready. So this item gets you 26% of life leech from targets affected by abyssal wasting is instant, right? So now if we go over here and we grab this, life leech recovers based on your elemental damage. Every single time we throw an explosive spear, we go to full HP. Every single time, it is just full HP. It does not matter if there's one enemy, if it's a boss, if it's a boss, depending on the boss, you might not go to full HP. But 90% of the time, you're gonna go to full HP. Also, this also has gain damage is extra fire damage, so it's 10% more damage basically. You can get evasion rating, mana regeneration rate while surrounded. It's pretty nice. It'll make it so your mana will truly like never go down, and if it does, it will regen back to full. See, another thing that's good about this build is if a damage over time effect hits you, you aren't like as susceptible to it, because your damage over time is reduced, is attacking your mana and your life, when both your mana and your life are regenning pretty fast. So damage over time effects don't really bother you. Except for Ignite. Ignite's very strong. It just does a lot of damage. So if you go down here and you get the immunity to Ignite, you'll be set.